Hello and welcome to Gaslands TV. My name is Luca, and today we're going to be doing something with this Dremel 3000 that I bought. I don't know why, but it has some engraving capabilities, so maybe we could do something with this thing. But I also wanted to show how we can make a car. Ooh, some nuts. Make a car without having to like open it or prime it, maybe using this tool here. So I just bought this thing. I have no idea what's inside, so we're going to take a look here. There's a few tools and bits. This is I guess something to drill, and some sanders, some here in the back of the box here there's a bunch of stuff. Engraver, sander, polisher, that's not bad. Okay, this is some kind of grinder or something. Anyways, so yeah, it's got a bunch of different power levels here, so you could go strong or weak. And let's see if I could put this thing on this. Apparently it's going to be good. If it fits, it'd be good. How do I put this thing in here? Maybe if I jiggle this thing open. Come on. Oh, it's a twist off. Okay. Now what? That didn't change anything. There must be a way to put this thing in here. Okay, let me put this back. Ah, man. We're never going to read instructions, are we? Go in. Nope. That's not it. How about... No, that wouldn't make any sense. Hold on a second. There we go. We got to twist this thing off. But I tried doing that. It wasn't coming off, so maybe you have to do it for a while. Let's see here. You could choose how far you want to put it. If you want to be close or far. I think this is a good length. And I'm going to screw this in. And this is what I'm using. This Mustang here. Brand new, out of the box. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to prime it. I'm just going to go ahead and use this drill here to remove some of the paint here around the tires. We're going to damage the car up. You know, sometimes you go to your niece's house or your nephew's house and or your kid's room, and you try to look for Hot Wheels that are already damaged because they've played with it so much, and you try to, like, you know, borrow it. So you don't have to do that anymore. You could just damage these cars using this drill here. And if you have another drill, you could probably do the same thing with drills and just buy a different tip for it. Let's make some bullet holes here on the side. See how that's gonna look. Damage it a little bit on the side here, where the doors meet, the front bumper, the hood. I did a bit of everything here. Some damage a little bit everywhere, and just remove that. And it's not bad. It looks like it's been played for a while. Next up, I'm going to use some orange. Doesn't have to be good orange. Doesn't have to be expensive orange. I bought this whole big jug for $5. My local shop. And I'm going to use a toothpick and put a bit of orange where there's some bullet holes here and where there was some damage. I mean, you don't have to put it everywhere you damage the car, but wherever you feel like you want to see some rust, just put some orange there. And orange, as always, goes on bright and dries a bit darker, so it's going to look good. I put some here around the fender, some up here. Painting with toothpick is it's not frowned upon, I don't think. Maybe by the elite pros, but as you all know, on this channel, I am not an elite pro. Just a regular guy trying to do some Gaslands cars. Now with the toothpick, you could just drag it down like this, do some streaks, make it look like the water brought down some of the rust when it rains or whatever. You know, I'm always curious, like, when do you guys watch my videos? Do you like at night in bed when you snuggle up and you like watch a video to fall asleep, or do you have it up on your TV, on your smart TV's YouTube app? I'd like to know when you guys watch these videos. Are you at work during lunch break or something? I'm always curious, so let me know in the comments when you're watching this video. That'd be I'm always curious, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Now back to the car. I'm gonna put some glue here underneath. I have a kit now on my Etsy page called like bumpers and police rams and stuff like that. It comes with a bunch of bumpers that you could use for different ways of armoring up your car. I'm gonna, without priming, I'm just gonna stick it on the car here and paint them silver, and that's gonna look like a bit of you know, some defensive stuff on the Mustang here. I got the front bumper of a rig. I got the back bumper of maybe a plow or something, and I have some leftover silver, so I'm just gonna shove it underneath the car. And once that's done, you could put some orange on the silver and water it down. So I have water on my brush here with some orange, so it's not direct orange, it's like a liquidy orange. And I'll show you why I do that. So just put a bit of orange wherever you want, and then see how watered down that is. So it's gonna make the metal silver look a little bit rusted, and gonna make sure I got everything done, and just go up and down here, and it's gonna leave like streaks of orange, barely visible, but it's there, and it gives it a little bit of a weathered look. Again, guys, this video is for cheap, easy build. Nothing fancy here besides maybe the 3D printed parts, but you could be creative and use some household stuff that you find around the house to put as a bumper or whatever. And I have some leftovers, so I'm just gonna rub it underneath the car. I find underneath the car is always good to rub stuff. And gonna use my brushed metal, one of my favorite paints, as you all know, for those of you who follow me. And you put quite a bit on your brush. It's not something that you want to put lightly. And what you want to do is, just with the brushed metal, flick the edge of the brushes, like right at the tip. Just flick them back and forth on edges of a metal part that you want to use up, or show that it's been used or rusted or damaged in any way. That looks pretty good. That's like 3 easy colors done in like 5 minutes, and you got yourself a pretty weathered armor looking thing in the back of the car. And use the same method here in the front. Just put a bit of brushed metal. You could use black, but brushed metal is going to shine a little bit depending on how the light hits it, so it gives a little bit more of a metallic shine to it. Now, if you don't put enough paint, it's just going to darken whatever you're doing, so make sure that there's quite a bit of paint on the tips of the brush here when you're applying brushed metal or black. And I have some leftovers, so again, I'm just going to clean my brush underneath the car. And I'm going to go with a off-road looking car, so we're going to use some dirt, some sand color. I'm going to put it behind the wheels here so that it looks like it's been off-road, maybe in the front, some sand maybe accumulated in the window there, so... Oh man, that's blurry. My hand's in the way, I'm sorry. So I'm just putting some brown here behind the wheels. Actually, it's more of a like beige sand. And let's put some on top, the fender a little bit. I'm gonna do the back wheel here. Just flick your brush as if you're flicking dirt. Same thing the wheel would be doing. Just doing it with your brush. And you could also like go on the tires. Don't worry about dirtying the tires, obviously, because you know that's obviously where they get the dirt from. So might as well dirty up the tires while you're at it. Give it a nice off-road look, which is probably where most of the Gasland stuff happens, or any other miniature car game you're playing. Gonna put some here on the hood of the roof. The front of the hood. I'll put some here. Get that dirty. Yeah, maybe on the roof. Actually, because the roof is a little too clean there, and I like that the metal is still shiny. So by not priming the car, you still have that metallic look. The metal car look, which is really hard to get once you prime a car and then repaint it. But the shine on the car is really cool with the dirt on top of it. Now, best thing to do with dirt is obviously add different shades. You don't want one shade of dirt. Dirt has obviously a bunch of different shades, unless you drove on like a Cuba beach, but probably didn't. And in a post-apocalyptic era, the dirt is going to be different colors. So I'm going to put some darker brown here just to make it a little bit more realistic that the dirt is has different shades in it. And as you can see, I'm using a brush that's completely broken for this because it basically randomizes for you where this stuff is going. So let's do some purple and blue here. Can you guys guess for what? Those who follow me know, if there's pipes anywhere on the car, I'm going to ionize the tip. Or iodinize. I still don't know the word, guys. I'm sorry. But it's when fire heats up metal, turns it purple and blue. So that's what I'm going to do with the pipes here. Put some purple, and then at the tip, some metallic blue. Small details just for fun. I don't think anybody is going to actually see this. Maybe when the car explodes or something, you turn it over. But this is just for me to know that the pipes are ionized with the Gaslands colors. And see, when it explodes, got a little pipe showing there. And I got the guy from Montreal send me these things that are pretty cool. Light up fire and smoke. I'll put in a link in the description. Now the car has a lot of defense, so let's put some offense. How about a gun? This is also part of my Etsy page, and this thing maybe in the back, I don't know, just to cover up that back window. That is, by the way, drywall sander. That little black grid that I'm putting in the back window here, it's called a drywall sander, and maybe I'll put a link on the description of the video for Amazon if you want to go buy a few sheets of that. I'm gonna paint the gun silver here and dirty it up with some brushed metal. And at the tip, again, I'm gonna use some purple because you know, it's been fired a lot and it melted or ionized the tip. And a little bit of blue. Metallic blue, metallic purple. You can even go more into detail and add gold there. So if you look at some Google images of pipes, there's gold, purple, and blue. I just do the purple and blue, but you could add gold. It's going to be a bit even more realistic. And that's not bad. It looks like a pretty good Gaslands car. Quick, easy, didn't open it, no priming. Stuck a few things on it, and looks pretty good. Looks like the ones that are in the rulebook, you know, not too much, not too little. And I added a little thing on the hood there. It's a little, some vinyl stickers. Got a one in the back bumper there, really tiny writing. I got a, I don't know, a feather there on the side of the car. This thing on the hood. And basically I got those from a buddy of mine who does Gundams. And he's, you know, he had a few extra stickers, or I think he's just not patient enough to put these stickers. So he's like, you know what, I built my robot and I don't need to put stickers on it. It's fine the way it is. So I get the stickers, lucky me. If you have a friend who you know who does Gundams, or you could go online and see if you could find some stickers, or those were rub-ons. So I rubbed some of those on here. You can't really tell. In person you could tell, but here, let me zoom in. And there's some writing there underneath the window. It's so small that it's actually looks realistic on a small car, which is really cool. A bit hard to put on because they're rub-ons. This was easy. Just dirty up the vinyl and it's going to look like it's part of the car. And for those of you who are still here, let me show you some behind the scenes of my workstation. So this was right after I did the car. I have my friend working next to me here, Marco, on his Gundams. And I got my other buddy, James, working on his keyboards. He was actually on Twitch at that time. And I got my wife here while I'm modeling, playing some Formula 1. She's addicted to this game. Anyways, so that's it. A little glimpse into my life. If you guys are interested in buying anything off of me and some of the artists here that are working on these 3D printed items, you could go on our Etsy page and support me and the channel and the artists. You get a bunch of stuff that you could order, and they all come in these cool Gaslands containers. We have a bunch of kits like fires and smoke and guns, police lights, police bumpers. We also have a Facebook page where you could win one of those containers every month. So go check us out on Facebook and check out our Etsy page. You might find something you like, and again, it supports us and the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.